Hello everyone, this is Julian once again from the Binary Lab, and earlier I was trying to make this video but I had some kind of a program error. I was getting the reconnecting thing, so I decided to just start it all over again. So just a quick recap, want to update you guys about what I've been up to. I've been a bit quiet online, but those of you who are inside my Telegram groups, you know that I've not been quiet at all. In fact, for the last 1 2 days, I've been seriously, uh, you know, actually working more intensely than ever because I mean, in the COVID-19 Forex, some of you know that there's actually been some issues that I desperately had to fix and solve over the weekend. And right now, like, thankfully, it's back on track. And in fact, we did 19% just since Monday this week. Okay. Um, and where binary is concerned, okay, so I want to update you something that's really, really amazing right here. Actually, rather than just tell you about it, let me show you. Okay, so these are actually some simulations. I'm running several simulations at the same time. And for those of you who know anything about yield, okay, what is a yield? Yield is basically a statistic that I have derived when you divide the total profit and loss by the total stake. So um, anything less than 10, sorry, total stake divided by total profit loss, a figure anything less than 10 is a very, very good amount. So this is actually a very, very good amount. I have different simulations running with different settings, and some of the other ones would be this. Oh, what happened to my screen? This is why I didn't run it on a screen share. I wanted to run it initially on a webinar live stream to my YouTube or my Facebook, but I didn't do that eventually. Okay, so this is a different simulation. The yield figures is not that good. As you can see, if we divide it by this and this, we have a figure of more than 10. It's still less than 15, which is also kind of good. Um, Now, this is another simulation, okay? This one is much higher, and this is actually more than 20. So this is actually not so good, okay? But what's the most important thing that is happening right here? And I mean, you guys probably never seen me on the binary.com platform before, but what really happened here is that my programmer, I've been trying to get this to work for months on pocket option. As in, you guys know, I've got a lot of strategies, so I've been working on a lot of different strategies and trying to convert my strategies into EAs, and there's just been so many problems. That's why you never actually got to hear about it. So um, I was just following up with my programmer on like yesterday, and then he actually said, "Hey Julian, you know what? Why haven't you looked into binary.com?" He said, "I don't mean this to be an excuse, but um, like it's kind of it's kind of really tricky to get it working for pocket option. But at the same time, if you're not looking at binary.com, you're really leaving a lot of opportunity on the table because the volatility index is something else." So what he did was that he gave me some very highly customizable templates, and what I mean is that I can customize based on what kind of asset I want to be trading. So over here is on volatility 10, and this is like up, down, rise, fall. Okay, so um, what exactly are these positions? I can actually show you as well. So I can just pull up the chart right here, and you can see these positions being entered. Okay, so um, that will be this, and then over here I'm running different setting is touch, no touch. Basically, I've spent the whole of yesterday just geeking out, running all kinds of simulations. Not only simulations, but I've also been doing very targeted A/B tests as well. So I've been spending a lot of yesterday, not only on my computer, but actually what you see is just some of the testing that I'm running, but I'm also running like testing on my remote server as well, because with the remote server is able to have a unique socket connection with the binary.com, um, and therefore it's able to, like, if I run too many tabs, it's just not going to run properly. So I have, like, let's say like 3 tabs running here on my comp, and on my remote server VPS, ironically my VPS is based in the United States, and that one has another 3 tabs running as well. So yeah, it's kind of funny. So we have like 6 instances simultaneously testing, And the things I'm trying to test out, actually, what I want to really share with you is that when I tried this out yesterday, I was shocked. Because, and actually I just said this in the beginning because that would have really caught your attention. Um, what shocked me the most was how I was able to get, like on simulation, and uh, about 50 to 80 USD per hour. So that is something really amazing. Um, and obviously, over the time that I've been experimenting with it, I've also realized that in different parts of the day, there are some different amounts of risk involved. For example, I noticed that in the starting of the US market, in the starting of the London market, there's actually like some more nonsensical price action that actually drastically increases the risk of operation. And outside of those times, the total risk exposure has been very small. So been consistently able to produce like 50 to 80 per hour. And what's interesting as well is that like in the although it's on a virtual simulation, but on the virtual simulation, the what do you call that? Uh, you know, you can also be potentially wrong in a series of times, and therefore leading up to a very high martingale. So in that aspect, it's not one of those where, oh, the demo works great, but when you go on live, you lose. No, it works exactly the same way. Okay, so what I wanted to share with you, and I should have again said this in the beginning, is that like all my life, not really all my life, all the second half of not second half. Well, I've been spending a lot of the second half of my life in trading because I got involved in trading and stuff when I was 18, and all these years, especially in running communities, I've been like spending years and trying to basically um, the improve the result of trading and to make it easier for people. And suddenly I realized that all after all these years and years of testing and trying different strategies, different approaches, different theories, Elliott wave and Fibonacci and whatnot. Um, and over here, I realized that, hey, this no-brainer mathematical formula-based stuff is actually able to, throw a lot of what I've been doing out of the water. And more shockingly as well, is that, I started yesterday, when I saw how this was consistently making 50 to 80 USD per hour, I was bringing up people that I knew in my community that use binary.com. It's just like, hey, have you been able to withdraw very regularly and consistently? Have your trades ever been cancelled due to liquidity in that broker? Because I found a way of literally like I feel bad for doing this. I feel bad because it feels as though I'm ripping the broker off, um, and it's such easy money. I mean, again, this is the virtual simulation. We'll be taking it to live once I get very good consolidated data. But I just want you to see the account growth between just now and now. So it is a lot of growth within a very short span of time. And how long did this even take? Okay, I'm just going to go to the beginning. This is 1548, and now it's 1632. Um, okay, this is actually one of my safer optimized settings. So you don't see this one doing the 50 to 80, but basically the reason why I even customize the settings to this extent is because I want to minimize the total stake, which can be seen as the biggest trade size. Okay, we're going to see how large it's going to go right now. And as you can see, that actually is a profit right there. So it's quite tight on the money management, and actually since the running, this has been the biggest lot size since the testing. So I've brought this down by a lot. I want to show you also what are some of the earlier ones that I've gotten, and actually mentioned that inside of my group. um, I think this was the one. So this was one of the earlier ones that was like really quite a shocker because I was testing different indices, and I mean like this was like how many steps was that? I think it was, hang on, one, this is a third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14 level, and it's really, really huge. So that's obviously unacceptable because while the demo account did not blow, but many people will not be able to run this kind of a size, you know. On the other hand, I had a different simulation, and actually I set a profit target of 40 during that span of time. But both of them went above it because this incidentally, both of it, during the time that this happened, it was the beginning of the London. It was just, it's just in the first 2 minutes of no, in the first 2 minutes of London, it basically filled itself out, with on both of them. So market opening, I can obviously see a correlation, and obviously we need to stay clear of that. In the meantime, I'm still doing all these testing because I want to identify, like, let's say, all right, after finding some good settings, after doing a lot of A/B testing, after creating a lot of logs, and having to filter out results and how to minimize risk, such as all this. I have started to I'll be basically running this 24 hours to once again confirm some of the suspicions that I have with regards to the risk, because I mean, if you look at it, this demo account started with 10,000 yesterday, and it's already up 2256, which is a lot. Okay, so I mean, if anyone has 10,000, it wouldn't be a bad investment at all. But what I'm trying to do over here is I want to see, because not everyone has 10,000 to invest, and but I want to see, like, can people do 500? Can people do 1,000? Okay, what are there some things that I can do that can enable people to do it with like 200 or 300? I want to tell you what is my goal. Okay, my goal during this COVID-19 epidemic, like I said, I know from my group that we have people in the group where there's even like lockdown electricity as well. One of the most shocking things. So I want to be able to help people within my communities to earn at least 500 each this month. So I mean, not say this month because March is almost ending, but between, like, the next 30 days, I want to help people in my group to make like at least 500 each, and that will definitely help you a lot. And I mean, over here, we're not just looking at 500 per in a month, but we're actually looking into, hey, that's Sivaram. We're looking into helping people to potentially get hundreds of dollars per day through trading, and the best part, doesn't drain the brain. So earlier this week, I can't remember whether it was on my YouTube or on my Facebook, I actually did a live video, and in that live video, I was talking about um, adapting, your listening to your heart, and how many trades you should do per day. Um, so I know my limitations. Some of you know that I have Asperger's syndrome and ADHD, and this makes it difficult for me to be able to trade a long time in front of a computer. I have very strong analytical skills, and this is one of my strengths. So what I try to do is I'm trying to actually like make it easier for myself to earn from trading, in the process being able to teach that to more people out there, such as you guys who subscribe and follow my Facebook page and YouTube channel. So I wish to help make trading profit similar. I mean, I mean, easier, simpler, so that during this season, I mean, like, I know some of you are concerned. Some of you have sick relatives or friends, um, and I've got some people that I know within 1 or 2 degrees of connection that they have actually diagnosed positive for the COVID-19 virus, and some of them, they have some pretty nasty symptoms, and you know for those who, I also know of someone who has 2 kids who potentially have the infection as well, and he's there struggling, trying to make ends meet, in his home, while also having to take care of two kids with like running high fevers and breathing difficulty. So it's a lot to handle for some people. So I really wish that whatever that I can do can help people during this season, and just stay tuned with my updates. And for those of you who are in my groups, you see how much I've been online the past 2 days, just geeking out on a lot of stuff, geeking out whether it's forex or binary, just churning out lots of material, lots of helpful information, and actually not just information but results that you can see as well. So yesterday I did a short little trial with some people in my group who have binary.com accounts, and basically I ran a system that is able to on a low risk setting, able to make like $4 to $5 per hour. So this for people with low account sizes. I've stopped that one today for more testing and tweaking. In the meantime, I'm also doing tweaking on the higher risk one, which I'm hopefully trying to bring the risk level down to beneath 1,000. Um, and with that, this would be a really powerful way of helping people to be able to replace your income. So for those of you who came late in this video, like this is actually running on my computer right now. So I have 3 tabs here. I also have 3 tabs running on my US VPS. It's ironic, this broker is not actually available in the US, but I have it running there as well. Okay, so as we can see, um, is it can't hear sound? Oh shit, really? Um, Siva, were you hearing sound just now as well? Because I realized that the microphone connection was loose. I don't know when. I don't know when it was loose. Is the sound working now? Because that would be terrible. My gosh, it's like the second time doing the video. So anyway, right now this has finally fallen below the ten times, but it was able to maintain that for a fairly long time, and I think it's still pretty decent. Um, okay, can you guys who are watching, let me know if the sound is working? Was there a break in the sound just now? Let me know. Kind of, because I've been speak. Okay, that's good. Just now, did we go out of sound at any point? I'd love to know as well. So I'm running a couple of simulations for those of you who just joined me on this video. Running a couple of simulations with binary.com, basically working on ways to help people to make a couple $100 per day, with hopefully as little capital as possible. So these are some other simulations that I'm running. Different simulations, different settings, different instruments. I've tested just about everything there is to test, and right now I'm just in the stages of fine-tuning to make them even better, and making it less risk and higher reward, so that everyone can partake in this. So look out for my updates to come in the next couple of days. And for those of you in my groups already, I'll be doing trials and batches. And I know I should also said this a lot earlier as well, but I'd like to make a poll right now. Um, like, okay, so in my experience of running copy trading setups for binary, especially for binary in particular, it's really difficult to please a lot of people. So I would like you to make a vote, okay? Because there's a benefit in for what I just showed you today on binary.com. Um, there is a benefit of running it on copy trading, because if you run it on copy trading, it is actually able to, what do you call that? You can run unattended. You don't need to have a computer permanently on. You can just start linking up with MySignal, and basically everything is all done. All right. And you can log out, you can turn off your computer even, and the trades are still going to be working for you. And however, there is one thing that I want you guys to be aware of. Are you guys okay if I run it only at the times that I think are the best? For example, if I That's the thing, Olit Hassan. Thanks for asking because um, it's kind of funny. Like I said, I spent years trying to improve my trading techniques and the ways I teach as well. But right now, this is just mathematical formula. Don't even need the charts. Totally random. Just based on totally random numbers, able to produce a higher result. I wouldn't say better than doing manual trading, but the thing is that manual trading, like if I'm trading my best methods, like how long can I sustain my top focus? Um, Not very long. I tell you very honestly, like I said in my previous videos, I can only do about 9 setups per day, and my focus is gone. Um, this would be like intense kind of setups, and and other than that, my attention span is about between 25 minutes and 45 minutes. It's here. Can you hear it? Um, how's the sound? Is it okay? And so, okay, what was I? I was talking about like, yeah, you're talking about indicators. So basically, just based on math formula, this is something that's highly duplicatable in my opinion. Once we get it right, it is already duplicatable as it is, um, but the thing is that this requires a big balance, like 10K. I mean, so far the 10K demo has not gone bust at any point. No, nowhere near bust, and I feel that 5K will make it as well. Maybe even 3K. Um, 3K is a bit tight, but I'm trying to bring that down. So, I'll be doing testing, like throughout the day, on the weekends, singling out times of market opening, and I want to basically tie down all the times that it is best to run, best not to run, and I want to make sure that I can pick out the best patterns. And I mean, this is one of the biggest strengths that I have. I would even say that it's one of my talents, is to spot patterns. Okay, so I'm really good at spotting patterns and sequences, and I hope I can find something out that you guys will be able to use because I mean, just look at, let's say if you deposited like based on the figures that I've done between yesterday and today, if it was a real account of 5,000, that account would be up by about 40% between yesterday and today, which is phenomenal, right? Um, and but if we can reduce the risk, so if we can actually reduce the risk but preserve the gain, let's say if 1,000 could make like 2,000, I mean that's actually possible. So it's kind of funny because in pocket option, just copying the traders out there, um, like we used to get 3 to 10% gain, even 3 to 20% gain per day, but in the recent market conditions, like we're happy with like 5% per week, 10% per week, which is really way off. But here on the other hand, um, you know, able to make like 5% gains per hour just by letting it run, by itself, totally no brainer. Everyone can do it. Oh yes, I wanted to poll your guys on your opinion. Um, so like I said in the past, I always had this dilemma in running copy trading for binary because there'll be people who say, oh, why aren't you running at this time? Why aren't you running at that time? Why do you do that? I mean, sometimes when losses happen, all that is easy to say. When the lots go high, it's easy to say. But like um, if I were to do this on a copy trading, I mean, I told you the benefit is that you don't need to have a tab on, you don't need to have a VPS, you just set the API token with mine, and then basically it's auto run. Okay, if you like that, and you're okay, and if you're okay with it trading when it does and trading when it doesn't, I mean, when not trading when it's not trading, and basically leaving that to my judgment. Okay, just comment beneath the video. Okay, but I understand that there are some people that you really want a lot of control. So um, I also want to poll that after I do all the settings and I fix it, optimize for different account balances, would that be something that you're willing to pay for, to have the bot for you to run yourself on binary.com? Okay, so that way everything will be in your hand. It's not managed, but at the same time I would have optimized it, pre-optimized it for certain account size. So for instance, right now, like I said that if it's a 3,000 to like three to 5,000, this would be a certain setting. Like 5 to 10,000, this would be a certain setting. Um, like 10 to 20,000 would be a different setting. Um, the one that I'm really trying to get down is the most popular category, which is the probably the 500 to 1,000 and maybe the 3 to 500 category. I'm trying to find out settings for this. It's not going to be immediate, okay? But I want your comments below this video if you are more pro running it yourself on your own computer, or you want me to oversee the stuff. Obviously, if I oversee the stuff, it has to be a one size fits all. It cannot be multiple settings and profiles, because I can only run one at one time. So it would have to be the lowest common denominator if I were to run mine as a signal. So let me know what you think is best in the comments below this video. Is this something that you like? Uh, is this something that excites you about being able to actually get like 50 to 80 per hour just on brainless mathematical formulas that really, I mean, when I saw this yesterday, I still think it's too good to be true. I should have done a video yesterday because yesterday I was super excited about it. um, Not to say that I'm not excited about it, but I mean, like, just having geeked out on this for the last day, it gets me kind of used to seeing all these numbers. But I mean, if you look at the fact that all this is happening within, like, every 6 seconds, sometimes with a server delay, and like 5 seconds or maybe 9 seconds, sometimes 20 seconds. If you look at the frequency and the trades coming in, it's really something really amazing to behold. And when you see all this happening, running different formulas and all that, I mean, like, just able to just able to earn, like, with all this, without having to really, think too much about it. um, you know I think that's pretty amazing. um, and yeah, so if I mean, just let me know your comments beneath this video, and let me know what you think. Would you be more interested in copying my signal, or to have the bot, to purchase the bot from me that's optimized for your account balance, and running it on your own, either on your computer or your VPS? Let me know in the video comments. uh, okay, I'll be able to take on any questions that you guys may have about trading. Olid Hassan says, what's the best time for trading? Well, it depends on what kind of method you're talking about. Um, I would think that, like, right now, um, for this week, the best time has been 2 hours. No, 2 hours after London open, and until 5 p.m. New York. So this has been the best timing. But depending on your strategy, obviously, you may wanna stay away 1 hour before New York starts, and the first half hour can be a bit too crazy. Um, depending on your strategy as well. One of the things I found out is that the expiry time for this week is, you'd be really shocked if I told you that even for Forex, my expiries are within minutes this week. So I'll show you some of the Forex trades that is done using my systems. So show you this. Yeah, 5 minutes is not even that good. Like, recently, I think maybe like 2 minutes is better. So these are my Forex trades. This one is a bit longer. It's entry, exit about 1 hour. This other one is 33 minutes. Look at the start of the week. It's even shorter than that. Let's look at this one here. This was about 1 hour and 10. This one was about an hour. This was about an hour and a half. Yeah, this week is a bit longer. Last week I had a lot of a lot of few minutes, few seconds trades. This one's 14 minutes. Still considered short for forex standards. This one's 33 minutes. This one was about an hour as well. Yeah. Well, anyways, binary, like I already showed you, every 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 10 seconds, whatnot. I mean, just really rapid fire. So, um, yeah, basically that's what I wanted to share with you today. I know it's kind of ramble, but uh, this season is really good. There's a lot of opportunity. Just that I need to know how to take it. So I'm really working a lot of hours more than my usual this week, and I kind of I feel good. It feels good. I want to be able to help you guys, make at least 500 in the next 30 days through trading online. And some of you will be able to even do this like 500 per day using some of the automated systems that I just shared with you today in this video. So that's basically all for now. Have a good day. Take care. Stay away from crowded places if there is COVID-19 situation in your area. Social distancing really works, and even if it's house party and you think, oh, you know everyone, but then you never know. Um, be extra careful. Stay away from touching your face and your mouth areas. Um, and like, don't get drunk, because when you get drunk, or get drunk privately, when you get drunk, that's when people start grabbing the wrong glass, and all kinds of funny stuff happens. Like a friend of mine recently, he had a birthday on a boat. Um, the birthday boy, he had COVID-19 pretty bad. Doesn't know who he got it from as well in the context. Um, I was there, but you know, 16 days later, I'm fine. Nothing happened. No symptoms whatsoever. Um, and but that guy is bad. Lost his sense of taste and smell. It just suddenly went away. Oh, this a symptom that affects 33% of people who have the COVID-19 virus. Um, so like, it was kind of funny. Like I don't smoke, and I drink a lot less these days, and you know that particular boat party, I didn't know too many people. I distanced myself as well, so it was pretty good. Didn't get any infection whatsoever, but there are people who did. All right. So anyway, stay safe, you guys, and thank you for supporting my videos. Come back to my other video updates, and I know today's a bit rambly, but but you can see from my video durations, if you see some of my videos are short ones, the ones that I upload pretty much cut down the size because I know what I'm going to talk about. So just look out for those ones. And for those of you who hate me rambling, then don't watch my live videos. Bye for now. Take care.